This is Luke chapter 21, verse 36. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Harakhakwadash, the Bonner Star Apostles at Great Millstone who rule where to touch this truth. Peace and love and blessed salutations to you, Akim, that's part of the bahasham that was the house of David. To you few sincere sisters that follow, also shalom to you. So through the Spirit, it was something I was just meditating on this morning. I'm on the way to work. I just, especially you brothers, it's not going to be long. This quick, simple, but just pray. As you see, I read the first scripture. All right, pray that you be worthy to escape those things that are going to come upon the earth and be able to stand before the Son of Man. And we see that these specific times to stand before the Son of Man, or the approaching of Yahawashi, is nigh. Okay. So, one thing I want to bring up as far as prayer, is, these times that we're in, especially all these dates that these devils keep bringing out. Like they said something was going to happen on the 30th, 31st, and November 1st, and November 2nd. So, you brothers that are out there, teaching the word, truth, and sincerity, you few sincere sisters, which is more powerful to pray in the Hebrew too. And sometimes, your spirit, if you don't necessarily know what to pray for, here's another scripture. Romans 8:26, likewise the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought. Because sometimes through the Spirit, you got to pray. And sometimes, you're like, man, but like it says, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, because you might be going through something or whatever the case may be. And, you pray to the Lord to help you get through it. You pray to the Lord to help you get through it. But main point that I want to bring out with this through the Spirit is, before you walk out, even the house, like going to work, before I go to work through the Spirit, you gotta pray. All right, you gotta, because you gotta remember the heart of these people out here. They're waxing cold. All right, it's waxing cold. These people got more demons on them. All right, than ever. Okay, and like I made the lesson, hey, it's bad out here. So, one of the main things you want to do, you brothers out there, before you hit the streets, I'm not just talking about the street corners. I'm talking about, just your life outside of the ministry, which, you're out of this world. You're always going to be in the ministry, but, I'm talking about your Clark Kent days, where you got to go to the plant, where you got to drive, okay, to a certain destination. You got to go to the store. It's essential, before you even hit the door, throw the Lord's Prayer up, throw prayers up that the Lord protect you, that, he protect the elect brothers, that he protect the elect men. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, man, I'll be glad through the Spirit and power of Yahawashi that I throw up prayers before I leave to go to the plant. That's protection. That's protection all day. Because the way these people out here driving, the way these people out here are basically acting, brute, beastly wise, through the Spirit, it's like, damn. Like, I remember I think it's always Friday too that these people drive retarded, but I think it was like last Friday, it was just so much going on driving home from work, to the point to where I was like, man, I just want to, I just got to get home and park. You know, not saying I was, you know, like in fear, like, oh, it was just too much going on. You know, people driving crazy. This is that Friday track. People doing this, switching lanes, no hands turn. It's just, you know what I'm saying? And then you go to these stores, people got demons on them. So Romans 8:26, likewise the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. Right? And that's one of the things too. You know, your spirit cries out. You know, this flesh is just a shell. Okay? This flesh, it weighs you down. But with your flesh, you know, weighing you down, your spirit utters. It's the spirit. Okay, it's the spirit that utters what's on your mind. You know, as far as praying and things of that nature. Sometimes you might, you know you got to pray, and you might just, you know, throw up prayer. You like, man, I didn't know I had, you know, I didn't know what to utter, but, you know, you pray for brothers, you know, you throw up a prayer, man. That's your spirit making intercession with groanings. Okay? You might be going through something. You might be, you know, something on your body, inflammation. You might have a thorn in your side. Whatever it may be, you know, you brothers just pray, okay? So, let me see. Sometimes, man, you got to pray with fasting. Let me see. Salakia. This is Colossians 4:2. Continue in prayer and watch in the same with all things given. With all praying also for us, that Yahawah would open unto us a door of utterance to speak the mystery of Yahawashi, for which I am also in bonds. That's right. And the Lord also said, you know, if you lack wisdom, pray for it, and the Most High give it to you. Oh, it's the main one I wanted to get. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Pray without ceasing. Okay? Pray without ceasing. Let me see. Yeah, this is first, another one. 1 Timothy's, I'm just going down the line, 2:1. So like, 2:8. I will therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. Now, you know, Yahawashi told us not to pray as the hypocrites do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's not saying like, oh man, go on in the streets and no. You know what I mean? You know, you got a closet, man. You got a closet in your, you know, you praying in your closet. That's the your mind. Okay, sometimes you'll be walking, you just be talking to the Lord. You know I do it. And you be like, man, Yahawashi, man, get us out of here, please. That's your spirit making intercession. That's your spirit groaning. I do the same thing when I'm at work. I be like, man, Lord, please, you know what I mean? Like, make this day go faster, please. Let me see. And pray for brothers too, man. Pray for Akim. You know what I'm saying? Pray, you know, for brothers that are, you know, maybe going through something, ailments, you know. Just pray that brothers endure. And pray, you know, even for brothers when they, you know, when they step out, that through the Spirit, you know, they'll be able to, you know, withstand the day or get through their day. You know, that's something we also got to do too. Because one of the most powerful things that we have is our supplications to Yahawashi. All right, look, see, this is James 5:16, exactly what I said. Confess your faults one to another and pray one for another that ye may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. I think the scripture says something about the prayers of the righteous pierceth the clouds. Let me see. I'm gonna end it off on this one. Sirach 35:17. The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds, and till it come nigh, he will not be comforted, and will not depart. To the Most High behold, and to the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. So, and also to faith, brothers, man, you got to believe that those prayers that you're throwing up through the Spirit, all right, are being heard by the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like I said, through the Spirit, sometimes if you're doubting, if you feel like, man, sometimes it's essential, fast for a day or two, and then, while using prayers. And then, like Isaiah the 58th chapter says, we have a day of fasting, and it's to better us. It's to, get us closer to the Lord. And then sometimes you might have to fast from specific things, But with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, harachakodash. The bonus to our apostles at Great Millstone who will wear the Titus's truth. Peace and love and blessed salutations to you, Akim, as part of the bahasham house.